I don't know if the screen is still black, but I'm gonna find out. Hold on. Please tell me the screen's working. I actually don't know how to fix it. I've never had this problem before when I've streamed on the PC before. Usually, I just have problems with the audio, not the sources, so I don't know why it's being weird. I know I have it selected. I think this worked. Hold on. Yeah, you can see the screen. Okay, let me make sure the volume of everything is okay. It's gonna echo. Hold on. Alright, I can actually play now. Obviously, I've not played this in like 2 years on stream, but I'm gonna commit to the bit this time. I'll actually finish it. I don't have the same save from the old streams anyways, so it's okay, but I don't remember much. We're gonna make it happen. It'll be fine. How do I view? So I think we can start now. You can only see. I want to make sure you can only see the Doki screen. I'm pretty sure everything's fixed, but you know, only one way to find out. We can get that was English. We can get started though. Last time I streamed this, I just did Ghost Girl, but I think I'll just actually do my name this time. That's not it. That's not it either. Spelling's great. It's really great. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what to do, because last time what happened is I streamed this all with my sister and we did the voices, which was really annoying, but I don't I don't know if I should still do that. She is not here. No, I'll still do it. I'll still read it all out, obviously. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school I cannot read this fast. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more frequently. Wait, no, I read that right the first time. And more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's kind of mean. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I'm not reading that out. Most of you, I feel like most people can read that much. It's fine. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I forgot how they talk in this. It's like, it's kind of awful. I know this is like, it's like anime girl talk, you know? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Taylor. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Yeah, it's July, you know? Wouldn't want them to think that. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Taylor, have you decided on what club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's... Oh, that's the sayer. Okay. I'm sure it's possible I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh my god, I forgot how, like, mean the protagonist in this is. Like, kind of insane, considering how, you know. I won't say, but. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting. I was gonna say just getting hit on by average guys. Just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. This is so real. This is me for real. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I am about you. Oh my gosh, I cannot read. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! That's not helpful. I'm not. I deeply regret sharing my Twitch. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? Oh my gosh, it activated Siri on my phone. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. I'm not reading this. I'm not reading this shit. I'm sorry. It's not happening. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she even had interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Alright. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. As you should. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I swear to God. That's insane. I can't delete any of them. Anyways, Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. Okay, I'm noticing that this is going a lot faster than when I did it with Aurora because she would yap the whole time and we would never get anywhere. I glance around the room. Oh my god. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Wow. So kind. Right. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, but I like streaming it with Aurora because the thing is that then we both do the voices and she takes half the characters and I can take half the characters and then it's fine. But, you know. Taylor, what a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! Dot dot dot. You don't have to listen. I don't need the charity. Alward just gave me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Technically speaking, canonically in this universe, I'm playing a guy. Okay. I wouldn't go that far. These hoes aren't... Okay, listen. I wouldn't call them hoes either. That's kind of crazy. But listen. Technically, in this canonical universe, I'm a guy. So, this aligns with the July propaganda, is all I'm saying. I support it. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. This girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. That was unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. Let's be respectful towards the underage high school girls in the fictional world, maybe, possibly. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back around towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Just don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well... It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Taylor. Yeah, it is great to see me. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Simp behavior. You don't even... barely knows her. What about character? Come sit down, Taylor. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I'm not doing the crazy voices like last time. I'm not doing this shit by myself. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is space next to Monika, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I'm not doing it because it's one thing to do it with Aurora and she also looks stupid, but it's a whole nother thing for me to do this shit by myself and look crazy doing voices for fictional girls. It's weird. And I had a little bit more whimsy when I did this the first time. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Can you tell that I can't read? I'm not a coward. I just don't want to sound stupid. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Okay, I'm going to stream this with Aurora when I continue it, but then I'll do the voices, but I'm not doing it by myself. There's no way. I need someone to have the whimsy with me to have the whimsy. That's just how it works. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed. Okay, every time I say fucking Sayuri, my Siri activates, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. It's ruining everything. Okay. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. There's no icing on her face, but okay. Whatever you say. I feel like that was a bit lazy. They could have added it. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she's made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yes. It's okay. It's okay to be a tsundere. You don't have to be ashamed. Can you actually see my mouse on screen, or do I just look schizophrenic? No, you can see it. Okay, okay. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you. Wait. Yeah. No, I read that right. It's just a weird sentence. Don't. But not for you. You know, you dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the tea. Okay, is this like an actual thing people do? I'm pretty sure this is set in Japan, but I'm not sure. I don't know where exactly this is set, but this looks like a typical Japan anime school. So, like, do they actually just casually bring tea to clubs or classes or whatever? That seems weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because in America we don't randomly whip out tea sets, but then again, I guess tea is bigger there. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set? Okay, see, this is not normal. This is weird. This isn't just me. This is just a weird thing to do. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Okay, I'm gonna retry that sentence because that did not go well. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined many clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the oh my god. Full sentences, huh? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club feel fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That's a lot of peas. I'd rather oh my god. I'd rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Personally, I feel like my default would be Yuri, but I also really like Monica. Obviously, she's the most complex character. I feel like she is the most character development. I would say, like, it's a toss-up between Yuri and Monica, but I also just love all of them, so it's really hard to say. Which is, I'm kind of worried once we get to the point where we start writing the poetry, because I don't know who to go for this time. I don't know what to do. But I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Monica is a really... oh, that's wrong. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new. Especially when it... oh my gosh. I need to start reading again. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that it's both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Taylor, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. That is a valid answer! I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up to deep, complex fantasy worlds. I forgot that Yuri's a yapper. Oh my god. She uses two big words for me, and I don't think I can keep up. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep... oh my god, these big words! Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so... oh my god. Deliberately... I got it, don't worry. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately oh, okay, I read that wrong still. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I do love a good horror. horror. Yuri's good, but I haven't done a lot of out loud reading in a while, so it's like a tongue twister. I can read the words, but I'm gonna trip over them a little bit until I get used to it again. I read I read a horror book once. I lost something once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Nobody asked you, Natsuki! That was aggressive. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, Natsuki. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? I said her name twice, and Monika did not. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there, but Doki Doki Literature Club is a little bit gay. A little bit. They talk about each other's boobs at one point, and they're always touching each other, and it's a little gay. And it's okay though. Gay's good. I like lesbians. I like Yuri. I like gay. It's okay. And like, it's a school, listen, and it's a school year there, so it's not July for them. It's okay. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Okay, if they weren't writing poems in this club before, what were they doing? Just reading? I feel like that's not that's just book club. That's literally all it is. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. It is Doomed Yuri. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your own heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Well, I wanted to read everybody's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, so was this not literally just a book club before? Is there a difference? It's a literature club, like, once you start writing your own stuff, but, like, they weren't before this. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Taylor? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. She looks so pissed off. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Taylor... This is manipulation! She told me I just had to come by, and now she's guilt-tripping me into... Oh my gosh. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is straight manipulation. This is pure pressure. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Oh, you're right. Gay manipulation. This is gay manipulation, gay pure pressure, gay tricks all around. I don't appreciate it. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Taylor, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I'm the best writer, by the way. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Taylor, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Of course. My bad. Will I really be happy spending every day in school with the literature club? Yes. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think of your favorite club member. Okay. Hold on. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen when whoever likes your poems the most. First of all, I hate that they don't put Monica here because it makes the plot twist too obvious because she's not here. Which is fine because pretty much everybody knows it now, but like back when the game came out, I feel like that kind of ruins the secrecy about it. And I would like to see Monica. Can you even like do a poem to like try and appease Monica? Because if she's not here, how are you supposed to know you did? I don't know. I know she's down here, like you just can't see her. But I don't know who to try for. I think last time I did this, I did Yuri. Or maybe it was Sayori. I think the first time I ever played this, I did Sayori. I think the last time I played it, when I did the stream before, I think I did Yuri. So I think this time, just out of the curiosity in my heart, I'll try for Monica. So let's see. Let's try this. Nope. I don't know if there's words for Monica. I don't know if they added words for Monica or if they just did it for the 3 other girls. I feel like happiness is probably Sayori. Or no, would Empty be? I feel like Empty might be Sayori because she's, you know. Peaceful might be Yuri. Vitality might? I don't know. Chocolate would be Natsuki, I'm pretty sure. Kitty would be Natsuki. Bubbles would be Natsuki. Massacre would probably be Yuri? Because she liked horror. Judgment might be Yuri. I don't know. I'm gonna... No. Okay, I'm just gonna end up writing a poem for Yuri because I can't figure out if there was words for Monica. I don't know what they would be. Let's see. Let's try... Sticky. Okay, apparently that's Natsuki. Contamination? No, it's Yuri. Friends? Unstable. Rose. Hopeless. Lollipop. I know all the depressed words are gonna be for Sayori. Like, the cutesy stuff is Natsuki. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I don't think you can write a poem for Monica. Okay, I'm just gonna pick whatever I can, but it's just gonna end up being for someone else. It's not gonna work out. Let's see. Together. What about eternity? Because you spend eternity with Monica? No. Could do broken will be definitely Sayori. Charm, maybe. Charm or beauty? Analysis. Let's do analysis. No. Okay. I really don't think you can get Monica at all. Wonderful, cute, nature, horror, imagination, shame, bouncy, grief, starscape, portrait. Imagination? No. Party live, daydream, despise. Art, shopping, fickle, vanilla, summer, dark. Vanilla? Insight? The big words I feel like are most likely to be Yuri. So, existence. I'm kind of also picking words that I know that Monica's put in her poems. Skipping, disown, intellectual, tenacious. Intellectual would be Yuri because she's the smartest in the club, wouldn't it? Play. Nope. Laugh. Secretive. I'm just gonna pick words that I feel like describe Monica, because you cannot win. You literally cannot do Monica. I don't think you can. Crimson, bed, mouse, jumpy, marshmallow. Well, that's... okay. Music, because she plays the piano. What about... melody, infinite. How, anime, parfait, world, childhood, uncanny, memories, atone, determination, amazing. I don't think this is going to be much of a Natsuki poem. I think it's going to go to probably Yuri, but it might be Sayori. It might be tied. Awesome, cheeks, lipstick, whisper, anxiety, fantasy. Yeah, you can't do Monica. That sucks. It literally won't let you appease to Monica. Hi again, Taylor. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. I'm so nonchalant. This is so realistic. This is exactly how I would be. This might sound a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Taylor. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh my god. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. There's nothing wrong with Monica. No, manga. I mean Monica. I mean Monica. I mean, fuck. I mean manga. There's nothing wrong with manga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Girl, same! Can't relate. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Taylor always gives it his best try as long as he's having fun. Okay. I can't. I could never do this. I'm just gonna read it as if I'm a girl in this game because I can't be bothered with this. It's wrong. She helps me with my busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Taylor can become good friends too. Yes. No! There's no such thing! That's not a real thing! I would never be gender bent. Never. I love being a woman. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you don't know? Oh my god. I did it too fast. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori. Oh my god. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. She just left! Wow. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a deal. Oh my god, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's short to read. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. She's calling us illiterate! God damn it. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. I'm not illiterate! I'm not illiterate. I can read, it's just I trip over my words a lot. I look forward to hearing what you think. And I have a huge bookshelf in my room. I read. Don't worry. I do also have manga, but that is not the point. That doesn't make you illiterate. Manga is good. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for this club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expressions like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you just gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri is telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to oh my gosh, she looks so happy about this. She looks so pleased about this. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yes it is. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Taylor? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. I would never forget. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, they suddenly, oh my gosh, then suddenly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Well, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm so blunt in this. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Why is this a club if you're just gonna read by yourselves? Like, I don't understand the purpose. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Is she just staring? Like actually? It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri in the corner. Oh my gosh. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. I've gotta know what I'm doing. There's no way that I'm like... This is so obviously like kind of flirting. There's no way I'm this oblivious. Did I already read this? I'll read it again. It's fine. I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. I feel like she didn't have to buy 2 books then. Hold on. One moment. Wow. How? This is gay because I refuse to be a man in this canonical universe. But it's okay. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Wow, this is such an interesting book. I like all the actual words in it. Okay. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over the side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might sound silly, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also has second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Taylor, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant it more in a way that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. My hero, honestly. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excels, spared from finishing her thought. God. Probably does. I don't think I could hold that pose for very long. I don't think I could point up like that. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book because it closed, oh my gosh, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? See, this is just straight flirting. There's no way I'm this, like, unself-aware. I guess I don't have too much preference of either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to reread. Fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make the mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Ever heard of a bookmark? By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is a wrinkled sheet of loose, torn from... oh my gosh. Yuri is good. I really enjoy Monika and Sayori as well, though. Natsuki's okay, but she's my least favorite. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? I think because we tried to write it for Monika, we'll go for Monika first. I should start with Monika. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Taylor. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better... That's insane. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Taylor. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Taylor. I was going ooh in my head the whole time reading it. It's really metaphorical. I have no idea what I wrote. No idea. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect it to go for something so deep. Oh, it's because it went too close to Yuri. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's... Oh wait, I thought Monika was still saying that? It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it'll always count when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I knew it! I went to Yuri! God damn it. I didn't mean it for Yuri. Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism? Imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you best. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Is that why you can't? That's because you're not allowed to have a style. It's so frustrating. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to. The thing about this that bothers me is that, like, the whole point of it is, like, you just can't choose Monica. It's so, like, it literally won't let you choose Monica. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Yes. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You're the president of the literature club? What do you mean? You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feeling that way, you know? I see. Well, then, let's read it. Okay. I do remember this poem, but we're gonna read it. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the poems all the way through, and then I'm gonna reflect. And then we'll continue. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, last time, I got real, I think most notably, the best thing to make a note of in this is obviously a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I wasn't looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. I really like that in this first poem, she implements part of this that ends up being in the song in the end. Specifically, a hole of infinite choices, and I think, I can't remember the whole song off the top of my head. I mean, I can if I really try, but I feel like some part of this was also in it. But I really like that. Obviously, we know what the metaphor here is, and that it's not really a metaphor. We'll continue. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedbacks. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? We know what the inspiration was. Don't play with me, Monica. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh, really? Did you? It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think of it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Wow. That line seems familiar too, but okay. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Just move your hand, huh? Okay, Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, obviously our poem went towards Yuri, so we'll probably do Yuri, and then Sayori, and then Natsuki. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Wow. Humble queen. Okay. What was that? Oh my gosh, I just opened the thing that I didn't mean to open. Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. You really do like big words. He's going to hate me. Oh fuck. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Why is she... She doesn't have to be a critic. She could have just, like, done it as a compliment. She didn't have to do all this. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. Shut up, Yuri. I love you, Yuri, but, like... This is kind of snobby. I hate to say. Because you're just lying. It's just that there's... Oh my gosh. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Alright, bye. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. And in other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Oh my gosh. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. That's hateful. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Okay. I'm gonna finish. I'm like almost done with this part of it. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem, though? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, it's supposed to be a literature club. Oh my gosh. I'm locking in to read this without stuttering. But her handwriting kills me. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Alright. No, I like that one. I think that's one of my favorite of the first ones. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Handwriting's nice, it's just squiggly. I hope that helps. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It didn't! It literally didn't! The poem's like a paragraph long at most. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Taylor. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without noticing. Left with nothing, my bad. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so you just think that because it was catered to you, and I didn't even want to cater it. Oh, this is rage bait. Because it won't let you pick Monica. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I'm so nonchalant. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Taylor, as you should. Me too. Alright. We'll do the others next time I stream this. We'll stop that here. I'm being done with it! Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna save this here, and then we will continue another time. So, yep. I'll keep streaming this another time. That's it.